Hello everyone, how's it going today? So before we dive into finishing up Assembly Square, I did get a little set the other day, 4469 Tuk Tuk. It's a pretty cute little set. I picked it up because it looks nice, has some interesting pieces in it and everything like that. So I thought we'd start with a little bit of a build. So let's go ahead and get started with this set. And then we will finish up Assembly Square. And of course get some minifigs opened in between. I did find a place that was selling a box of Series 21, so I got those on the way. So that should be fun. And of course I do have, I don't need that right now. I do have, of course, Muppets and others to get. It's gonna be fun to watch a mini car for a start, yeah. Yeah, it's a cute little set. It's a cute little set. Let's get that on screen again. Well, I guess I have it on screen already, but that's fine. Open up all of the bags and get everything open. So there's definitely some good-looking pieces in here. I see some dark green already, and of course, regular green. All right, let's see. What do we got? Okay, I've got some glass. Where is... There's the 2x8. And... I guess it's supposed to be orange. Looks more like the gold color, but whatever. And get one of these pieces on the back. I have, of course, only seen tuk-tuks in, like, movies and stuff. Movies and TV shows and things like that. Never actually seen one in person. There we go. Black 2x6 and 1x2s. Get another yellow 1x2 tile. Get a bracket piece on there, and we can get the wheel holder. Pretty classic wheel holder piece, originally released with the airplane sets, I believe. Get a hub and a tire. Of course, back then, these all came together already assembled. It's interesting to see them start to not do that. Mind you, they've been not doing that for a while now. Nice 4x8 green plate. Two black 2x6s. Probably went with 2x6s rather than a 4x6 to make it easier to remove. Green 2x2 brick. We've got a bunch of grills, and they're milky silver. There we go, and a 1x2 black plate. A 1x4. And two 1x2s with side studs. And then a 1x1s with clips. That's just a regular 1x1. There we go. It is double VIP point time on Lego.com, so if there's some Lego sets that you've been waiting for, now is a pretty good time to get them. You can drive one in Brigador. It's not the best vehicle you can drive, but it is fun to cause havoc with. I don't know what Brigador is, but okay. I'm assuming it's a game. Some green 1x1s on. black 1x6, 1x4, I'm sorry. There we go. Also, howdy, PGW Chaos, how's it going? 1x2 with studs on the 2 sides. And then get more 1x1 green bricks. When Ald mentioned double points, you hoped you were in for more hams? No. No, sorry. Not, I don't think, Twitch does that. Alright, 1x1 by almost 2. 1 and 2 plates height. So 1 2/3, I guess. Another 1x4 black plate. With side studs, I should mention on that. And then we get the airplane window piece. A black 1x1. And then a black 1x1 with clip. It's a mech combat game. Ah, okay. There's the 1x1 with clip. There we go. Doesn't look like there's any glass for this, which is always unfortunate. Dark green 1x6 plate. 1x4. Okay, we get the 2 pink curved slopes and 1x4 plate. Get that right there on there, not offset. There we go. Get that for the rear seat. We're getting a fire extinguisher there on the back. A tap and a 1x1 cylinder. There we go. Right, 2 green 2x3s. Yellow 1x2 plate. Tile, I'm sorry. Get some round tiles. 2 yellow, 2 red. There we go. Then on the front, 1x4 and 1x2. 1x4, 1x2. You would say it is similar to Grand Theft Auto, but with more war crimes. Oh dear. That's actually pretty considerable, considering what you can do in Grand Theft Auto. Or at least some of them. I don't know. I haven't actually played any of them. One by two black, 1x1 dark green. Always nice. Red 1x1 plate clips. Okay, 2x2 double plates with a side stud, side studs. Get those on, and 2 2x2 cylinder plates. Also get a 1x2 plate and a 1x4 panel. Looks like that's going to be the driver's seat. 1x2 tile with a single stud. Yeah, now you're just being semantic, though. Pedantic, I should say. 1x2 brick with 2 side studs, and a 1x1 tile with top clip. There we go. Alright, pair of dark green 1x1 plates. There we go. Alright. 2 more of the 2x2 plates with side studs. Get the dark green 1x2 tile with a single stud there and a grill. There we go. Alright, 1x2 curved slopes. Single transparent 1x1 cylinder tile and 2 trans yellow ones. There we go. Get that right on there. I missed some pieces. Yeah, I did. 2x2 cylinder slope or curved slope. There we go. For the front wheel cover. Complains the guy that calls water lava. I'm trying to make a point with that, though. A valid point. There's 1x2 tile slopes. And we get a milky silver handlebar there. Alright, 1x4x3 window. And this is a good use for this window type that you would not be able to do with the old style. And it's going to go right in there. Get that on top, and 2 yellow 1x1 cylinder plates. So, because of these tiles, this window can't close all the way, so it makes an angled window, which with the old-style windows, the connection point is, rather than the top, it's at the middle, so that it kind of, like, hinges that way, or I guess I should say, like, rather than hinging open this way, it hinges open this way, or I guess, yeah, only this way, I think. Still, there's a place for both of them. Alright, 1x3, 1x2 tiles, and go ahead and get the 1x1 bracket there. Green wedge plate. And a transparent 1x1 cylinder tile for a side view mirror. Alright, do the same thing on the other side. A lot of good little pieces in this set. It's very, very nice. There we go. Alright, 2x6, 2x4. Medium blue 1x10 plates. And then our big ol' slope pieces. Get a 1x4 inside there. Make sure that everything is attached. Yep. Alright. 1x1 red plate clip. There we go. I also did start playing Fire Emblem Warriors, Three Hopes. It's pretty fun if you like the Warriors type games. I have not... Well, Wait, Fire Emblem Warriors? Is that like Dynasty Warriors? They made a Fire Emblem Dynasty Warriors game? Ooh, don't go off the table, you pieces. It is the second one, huh? News to me. Oops. Mind you, I don't pay that much attention to those style games. Not my thing. Not saying they're bad by any stretch, though. I just didn't know that they made Fire Emblem ones. Wow. Alright, let's see. Get these little hanging decorations. On right there. Okay, and then we can put the roof on. There we go. Alright, then get the bars clipped in. Howdy, Farron. Yeah, I've seen footage of the Zelda one, and I knew about the Gundam one. I just haven't played them at all. Let me get bars on the back ones. Is there nothing that goes in between there? Nope. Alright. Alright. Pair of medium blue wedge plates. There we go. On either side. One by four. 1x4. Oh, and then it puts on the wheels. Interesting decision. There we go. The thin, smooth tires. Helps if I'm looking at them the right way. There we go. Get those on. Okay. And that is going to be, yep, 2 layers of them. I am indeed not an action gamer. Okay, so, actually, these do still have... Yeah. These are pneumatic joints. I thought we looked at one. Oh, we looked at like the thing that's the same length but doesn't have the T part. And rather than a rounded part, it's just a smooth cylinder. But it's a pneumatic splitter essentially. You have the pump, the pneumatic hose going to this one, and then you can split it off to 2 other things. And the old ones did not have this round part. I don't know exactly what that serves exactly, but they can still function as pneumatic junctions, which is kind of neat. Did I play the Gundam RPG MS Saga? I did not. With the exception of the version that I cannot play online, that I cannot upload because of music rights issues, Ayug vs. Titans, every Gundam game that I've played is on my channel. Okay, so that is the tuk-tuk. Let me go ahead and get a thing to put the spare parts in. So we got another one of the little cylinder plates with the bar, pneumatic splitter, T intersection, another tap, all in light gray, regular gray, a white hub, 1x1 cylinder tiles in trans yellow, trans red, and clear. 1x1 cylinder plates in yellow, red, and orange, and a 1x1 dark green plate. Pretty nice. So this is the little tuk-tuk. It's a very cute little design. I really do like what they did with this. Good colors. I like getting, like, they did a really good job getting this, this shape there. Getting this, the window to be angled as well, is pretty nice. I like what they did to get a look of, like, a bit of a curtain thing there. I'm guessing that's supposed to be the exhaust pipe. I don't know exactly what these are. Maybe gas canisters or something like that. I don't know. Howdy, Cody. How's it going? So, it's pretty cute. I like the side mirrors as well. And it moves reasonably well. Not so well on this thing, although actually that's mainly because the one of the tires was yeah, the tire is not fully on the hub. Let's see if I can fix that. That looks better. Yeah, that works better. Yeah, the tire was not fully on the hub, so it's pretty cute. I'm pretty happy with it. What can I win? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Well, let's go ahead and put that there. So, before we dive into the last section of Assembly Square, let's go ahead and do some minifigs. The instruction booklet says win big letters. Product feedback, win a chance for a cool Lego prize. That's typically what they say in these types of things. Let's flip on over there. Alright, so before we dive into that, let me go ahead and get some things out. Here we go. We got the Muppets. Let me get my board so that I can write on. Get my pen. Alright, so I have 2 more marked, but I have not checked. Minifigs. So let's go ahead and take the top one. That is marked as number 2. So I have not checked them. Let's go ahead and start a prediction. And once again, I have left my phone elsewhere. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Alright, while you guys are getting your predictions in, I'm going to go grab my phone so that I can time myself. Alright, I am back. So get those predictions in. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Everyone going with yes. Well, someone should put some no's in, just in case. I have gotten it wrong on occasion. May not always believe me, but I have. There we go. We got some people sacrificing their hams for the good of the channel. Got 30 seconds remaining. So we'll see if I can guess what is inside the minifig pack. And of course, these are the figures we have gotten. Janice, Animal, and Miss Piggy. So those are the ones that we've gotten so far. How many hams would they win if I guess wrong? It's whatever's on the yes side. I mean, it's just a redistribution. Problem with these bets is history tells us the yes side is heavily favored. That's true. But you can't win big if you don't take a risk. And I have gotten it wrong on occasion. So you know, there's always a chance. Alright, let me go ahead and queue up the timer, and let's go. Alright, what are we looking at? There's a pretty big head. Alright, what else do we have? That feels like, okay, that's a torso. Yeah, me saying that's a pretty big head doesn't really mean much in this. There's the legs. Alright, I need another piece. Okay. Oh, looks like it's gonna be another Miss Piggy. Alright. Another Miss Piggy, that is my prediction, because I think I felt that, that tile again. So, am I correct? Is it Master Chief? I don't think Master Chief is a Muppet. Yep, it's another Miss Piggy. So, that one was marked as number 2. Alright. Let's go ahead and make Miss Piggy. So I have 2 Miss Piggies now. Don't go flying. Alright, and let's get her sign there. Let's go ahead and choose the prediction. Choose the outcome. Yes, I was able to guess what is inside the minifig pack. So, once again, Miss Piggy. With her own, very own placard. Alright. So that is what we got there. Next up, I am going to do something a little bit different. I have 3 from Series 15. Let's choose that one. So, Series 15, there's quite a few possibilities. So, let me go ahead and get another prediction going. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's go. Nope. So, the markings are not markings that I made. My girlfriend got me 4 of the Muppets. And she wanted to see if she was correct. So, she made her guesses, wrote them down. I have a little note that I have not opened. And if she's right, well, she's right. I mean, that's basically it. But there's a minute 20 remaining. Can I guess what is inside the minifig pack? Series 15. I did get one of these already. So I got a satyr. So, you know, I can totally do, with these legs, I can totally do Torgo. You can get up here. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that as one that I have gotten. Yeah, with these legs, I could totally do Torgo. The master would not like you to stay here. Interestingly enough, the he cannot get his front leg all the way forward for some reason. I don't know exactly why. He's not able to sit down. He can kneel, but he cannot sit down. Alright, almost time. Time is almost up. So, pretty close to even on the predictions. Okay. So this is going to be a new one. Let me go ahead and reset the timer. And, no, wrong thing. Okay, and here we go. Alright, that is a big... Wow, that's a big piece right there. It's curved. Oh, that's got to be the queen, then. I think that's the only piece that fits like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go with that prediction right now. I am predicting that it is the queen. Am I correct? Yes! That is correct. Also, she has two cloth pieces. Interesting. PlayMinifigures.com, huh? Something tells me that that might not be operating anymore. Alright, so the queen. Let's go ahead and choose that prediction. Choose the outcome. That is a yes. Let's complete that prediction. Alright, so those who wagered on the yes got a fair number of hams. Pretty nice. So I don't know that this piece has shown up anywhere else. The this really big kind of hoop skirt dress slope. Now, I don't think we get it as much these days. But one reason why the hands are turned like this, when you used to get minifig torsos, I'll look when we open up one of the ones from the assembly square. It was because it would go through the machine, and there would be two little metal clips here on the hands, either to orient it, make sure that it's got the right side or something. I'm not sure exactly, but I saw a picture of the machine once a while ago. Let's also turn this over and see. Okay, so it's red first. Get that on there, and then get that on there. That is a complicated cloak setup. And then we get the mantle on as well. Actually, I wonder if it would be better to go like this. It certainly goes on easier. Alright. Might have to turn this once I'm done. Let's get her head on so that it doesn't move. Oh, that was the plate. That's fine. There we go. That is a fairly complex little dress setup there. I should say a complex hairpiece. Let's get that on. I really do like that hair, though. And then she can have a little crown. No extra crown, interestingly enough. Alright, so, here we go. Here is the queen. With a nice mantle and cloak. Very nice dress slope as well. Go ahead and remove her torso so we can look at that again closer up. So it's really interesting. I don't know that they've done one like that. I believe in one of the previous minifig sets before 15, they had a king, so it seemed appropriate to then get the queen in like the next set or something like that. So that's a really nice figure. I'm pretty happy to have gotten that one. So let's go ahead and mark that one off. And then, next up, we have one of two remaining Vidiyo figures. Go ahead and get those sorted out. All right. Let's go ahead and start a prediction. Can all guess what is inside the minifig pack? Let's get those votes in. Yeah, Ghost Girl or bust. That's what I want. I want a Ghost Girl. I have not gotten a Ghost Girl yet. Come on, Ghost Girl. Ghost Girl, Ghost Girl, Ghost Girl. If I keep saying it, it'll work, right? It's like, you know, Beetlejuice or Candyman, you know. Say the name over and over again and she appears. You have faith in this. But do you have as much faith as you have in Blast Hard Cheese? That is a crucial question. That is the crucial question. I don't need the scissors anymore. Alright, so get your predictions in. We have a minute to go. So 30 seconds remaining. Let's get those predictions in. Only in Technic Run Fast. You have nearly 3,000 hams on it. Oh. Alright, let's see. What are we looking at? Oh, it's pretty even. Looks like whichever one we get, people are going to be doubling their points, it looks like. All right, so there's no timing on this one. There's no guessing. There's no feeling up the figure. I'm going with Ghost Girl. Is it Ghost Girl? Come on, Ghost Girl. What do we got? What do we got? Bunny person. Dang it. There is one remaining chance. There's one remaining chance. So that is going to be a no. complete that prediction. You just keep offloading hams until the timer went down? You were at 5:10 when that timer stopped? Well, let's see. Dracophile definitely coming out with a nice, hefty amount there. For those who were hoping for a Ghost Girl, unfortunately. Off to dinner? Alright, have a good dinner, Dracophile. Let's go ahead and open up Mr. Disappointment. I mean, Bunny Guy. I'm terrible. I mean, it's not my fault he's a disappointment to his family. Alright, let's see. Bunny Guy had what? That one there. Hey, it's a guitar. I'm not sure which direction that's supposed to go. Whatever. It's not like it matters that much. Usually I can tell which direction it's supposed to go. That one, not so much. I can't tell which is up on it. Alright. So, another bunny person, bunny guy, bunny girl, I'm not sure. We got some new things. It is nice to get another boombox, though. Nice teal color. Doesn't quite come through on the stream. Colors are a little bit off. When you reach 1 million, you'll give them all away in one of these bets. Good lord. You're insane, man. I mean, some people are definitely going to appreciate it, don't get me wrong. Alright, so we have one marked Muppet set left. Let me go ahead and put this over to the side. And we will find out if the guesses were correct when we open those. I might wait until next Friday to open them rather than doing so next Wednesday, though. We might do something different on Wednesday. Alright. All of that goes to the side. Alright, let's see. We got lots of bags labeled 6. Nice corner panel piece. That's always nice. Thor's hammer. Handful of those. I knew those were in this set, though. They're a decoration piece. Get that opened up there. Not that kind of something different. Besides, I haven't taught you how to defend yourself against a man armed with a pointed stick yet. Make sure there's no pieces in any of these. We do have a little baby here. I'll pull that out. Pull the minifig head out. Let's put those large pieces up there to the side. I can go up here. That's another small bag, small-ish bag. No, I will not be teaching you how to defend yourself against a man armed with a banana. Or any other of various fruits. That is not my job. You'll have to pay John Cleese to do that. Alright. Nothing in that bag. A big plate. Let's pull that aside. A few other large plates as well. Let's move those aside. Another small bag. We got the torso. So, yeah, here's what I was talking about. This torso doesn't have the hands turned, because I think they just changed their production method for minifigs. So let's get those up there. The early collectible minifigs were actually not produced in-house. They were outsourced. There's a few, not early minifigs as in like the 60s, the 70s, and 80s. I mean the early collectible minifig blind bags. Alright, let's get out other large pieces here. Get these to the side as well. We got doors. These can go to the side. A Technic bucket piece. That can go up there. It's going to be a roof section, I think. More large plates. Get those off to the side. Another one of these Technic bucket pieces. And there we go. Alright. Pretty sure it was Chapman who was the instructor? Might have been. I think it was John Cleese, though. You can go check. It's been a pretty long time since I've seen that sketch. Alright, let's look for the baby minifig head. There it is. Look at this adorable little baby minifig. Isn't that cute? That is pretty adorable. Horse can take care of him. Horse will take care of him all right. It was John Cleese. Aha! All right. Let's start out with a... let me make sure that these are these all the same size? Yeah, they are. All right. Yep. All right. And a 6x6. Thank you, Horse. Yeah, Horse knows how to take care of children. Horse knows how to make sure that they're being good little boys and girls. And Horse will remember if they have not. Alright, flip it over. We get that. Oh, bird. Well, guess what? A seagull. Aw. Can't put the seagull on the kid on the baby's head. I can't have the seagull carrying away the baby. Dang it. Obviously that's Horse's influence, protecting the baby. See, if Horse wasn't protecting the baby would have been carried away by the seagull. Just like it carried away my toys, my childhood. Pretty sure Horse wanted to see that, though. Actually, nope. Go with this one. And this one. Alright, 1x4s. One by 4 there. 1x4 there. I'm not bad. I'm never bad. Howdy, Sealand. How's it going? Another 1x4. 1x6. A 4x6 there, and then we take you, put it right there in the middle. And I need a 1x10, I think. Yep. 1x10 right there. Alright, corner plate, there we go. That works, and I need two 1x6s. A little busy modding in another channel at the moment. Had to stop in here regardless. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Smash those bots in the other channel. There was the dark gray plate. Okay. And flip it over, and let me put it up there, because we need two dark gray 2x6s, and two of the... So, these are a different type of rail. There's a couple different types of rails. There's this one, which I wish I had the pieces on hand, but there were large sliding doors that were in cargo sets and train sets. It would be a sliding train door, like a cargo door. Pretty cool. It can fit like this, or of course like this. But this style is a little bit different because what you can do... So, you got a brick back there, and another brick, and it's just a full brick slide, which is pretty nice. And you got this little space here, and it'll do the same thing with the studs. So it's pretty cool. It's a good piece. And let's see. Oh, I did miss a few pieces. Under here, I thought I might have. Need another corner plate, dark gray. And apparently a dark blue 2x3. We can go ahead and put these... Alright, that's going to be a pain in the butt. I'll do it in a moment. Let's see, a corner plate. Dark gray corner plate. Where are you? I have too many pieces here in front of me. There it is. Oh, actually, my mistake. My mistake. It is not offset like this. Okay. I assumed it would be, but it is not. Makes it a lot easier to get it on there. Also doesn't mean that there's anything between there, but that's okay. Howdy, Kichikun, how's it going? Alright, so let's go ahead and get some beige bricks on here. No 1x4s yet. 1x6. 1x3. Another 1x8. And another 1x6. There it is. That is 4. Yep. Alright, now 1x3 red plates. Yep, separated by one space. There we go. Alright, I'm guessing that this space back here is going to be a bathroom. Feels like it based on what I'm about to put on and the fact that you get a brown life ring. 1x3. 1x3. I need, yep, 2 1x6s. And 1x8. Alright, white cylinder brick. Where are you? Got an undecorated white chicken. White 1x1 cylinder brick. Where are you? Well, I need one of these. So I guess I can put that on. And a light blue 2x2 tile. So we got blue in the corner and dark blue around it. Even with it. We're doing pretty good. I am glad to hear that. Makes a little carpet here, I think. There is the other 1x1 tile. There we go. Alright, I also need gray 1x1 plates. And I need a gray 2x2 tile. Okay, where is the other axle piece? There it is. And a 1x2 tile with single stud. Now, where is the white cylinder? It is white. Yeah, that is white. Here, there it is. Here, little PC. Alright, now 2x2 tile right there. There we go. Okay. Alright, let's see what we've got next. Lots of those pieces. Alright, we got a lot of things going on here. So first of all, a Droid Head, not an R2-D2, the red one that blows up at the beginning of the Star Wars. So we got that. I need 2 1x4s, and then 2 rails. There's another dark gray rail. There we go. And then 2... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab those. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need the rail pieces now. There was 1. Dark gray rail piece. Where did you get off to? I need 1 more of you. Should be right around here. There it is. Okay, and then I need gray 1x2s with single studs, not dark gray. And I'm seeing a lot of dark gray ones. Alright, so where are the gray ones? There we go. It's 1, 2... Minicone raiding with a party of 6. How's it going? R5D4, yes. That's what it is. Thank you for the raid there, Minicone. What were you doing this evening? Get on the piece. There we go. Get these guys on. And then the windowsills inside there. Elder Scrolls Online. Excellent. I hope you had a fun time with it tonight. There's a 1x4. And then I need a gray 1x3. There we go. One by 2 with bar, 1x4 with the rails, and then the 1x2 with the tile on it. Finished one of the storylines, was pretty good. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Okay, another... Well, not another, but a 2x2 cylinder tile with a hole in the center. Oh, I got the white panel that I needed. Kind of hard to see exactly where that goes. I think it goes right there. Continually shocked how the game is fully voiced. It's pretty nice that they're doing that these days. But I know that there was a big complaint by a lot of voice actors over how much work they were actually doing for the pay. Because that can get pretty expensive if you're trying to fully voice a game with lots of different stuff. There's a 2x2 with a single stud. Now I need the cylinder tile. That's beige. It shouldn't be too hard to spot. Let's get that 4x4 out. Oh, bumped the mic. Sorry. Pay your VAs better, companies. Yeah. Especially compared to bigger budget MMOs. Yeah, it's, When the smaller one is doing more of that, it does kind of put a little... Should put a little bit of shame on some of them. Alright, anything else? Yes, I need a pair of black robot arms. Let me put that up there. There we go. 1 and 2. There we go. Or skeleton arms. Get these right in there. I have no idea what this is making. Okay, I need 2 more of the rails. There we go. And gray 1x2 plates. Hope the building is going well. It is. We made a little tuk-tuk earlier, which is adorable. Very nice. Good colors on that. Alright, need a pair of 2 gray 1x1 plates. Let's get those on. There we go. And there we go. I think they did more than just Final Fantasy Tactics, didn't they? Isn't there like a stuff related to like most other Final Fantasy games in it? I don't know. I haven't played it myself, so I don't know. Okay, I need 2 bricks. 1x2 bricks, because there are also 1x4 bricks. There's 1, and there is 2. Alright. There we go, and there we go. Need a 1x1 headlight brick. Need a bunch of the 1x1s with the bars, but I kind of want to get this other thing done first. Where is... just a plain 1x1. There it is. And then I need a flame piece, which again you would think is not too difficult, which there it is. And it was not. So get a little fireplace going in here. And hold on just a second, I got an itchy ear. Ah, itchy ears. Worst. The worst. Okay. So let's get the bars on either side. It looks like right there in the middle. I need 3 2x2s as well. There we go. There we go. And a 1x2. Where's another... no, that's a 1x2. Dark Ray, a 2x2. Where are you? Alright, I'll come back to that. Not seeing it right now. It's probably light glare that's making it difficult to see. There we go. We can get these 1x1s with the bars. There we go. I need 2 more. There's 1. And there's 2. The upcoming story is drawing a lot from 4. Nice. I've had people tell me that I should play that, and I don't know, it's just... MMOs just kind of turn me off. Alright, let's see. What do we got? So I need 6 of the Thor's hammers and headlight bricks. Okay. Before I do that, 2 gray 1x6s. 1x2. 1x2. They're trying to make it more single-player friendly to draw in the MMO adverse, such as AI dungeon partners, etc. I mean, it's good for them to do that. That is. I don't know if it'll work on me. Ah, 2 1x4s. I was looking for a 1x8. There we go. 1x4, 1x4, and a 1x2 right there. Alright, now I need 6 Thor's hammers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. And 2, 3, 4, 5. I need one more of each. There's 6 of the headlight bricks. And 6 of the Thor's hammers. So, it's Thor's hammer from the Marvel sets. Alright, that goes in backwards. That's 1. Oops. I'll make sure they're straight in a moment. 2. 3. 4. 5, and finally 6. Oh, I'm touching this. I am touching this. Alright, let's make sure that they are... That looks pretty straight. Get that in there. I'll make sure they're straight once they're in. There we go. Alright. That one needs to be straightened. That one needs to be a little straightened. That needs to be a little straightened. But there we go. Nice looking design. Oh, yeah, it fits in really nicely between those bars. Only the worthy may enter this room. Alright, next up, we need 3 of these, and 6 of 1x1 tile slopes. That's 3, 4, 5, and 6. Nope, nope, that's the wrong piece. That's the right piece. Yep, I got the right piece on the other 2. Good. Alright. There we go. Get those tiles on there. Or robots, since robots could always lift Mjolnir in the comics. By Thor's hammer, what a savings! There we go. And there we go. Alright. Alright. Got that on there. Ooh, okay. I see what they're doing here. We got this reverse dome piece. And right there in the center, there's a trans light blue 1x1 tile that gets in there. Good lord, how is that going to get in there easily? Alright, I need to push it in there a little bit. My fingers, they're not small enough to get in there. Alright. So we got the toilet bowl with water. That's definitely what that is. I like it. Alright, nothing going on over here. We are using another pair of these rail pieces over here. And let's see. Okay. 2x2, 1x2 tile. Need a bracket piece here. There we go. And then beneath it, a pair of brown 1x1 cylinder bricks. Interesting that I chose the most plunger-looking piece to put that in. Yeah, yeah. I didn't have too many choices on the matter, though. And 1x4, or 2x4 dark gray. Where are you? There you are. With black grill tiles. There we go. That's 3. Where is number 4? Oh, black grill tile, where are you? That is 4 of them. Yep, 4 of them. Alright. There it is. Just gotta move the pieces around a bit. Okay. So we got a flame, an open flame, some logs underneath this little table here, and an open grill. Alright, 2x3, and there we go. Oh, hey! It's a Lego set. It's the original, the original modular city set. I don't remember exactly what the set was called. Corner Hotel or something like that. I find it interesting that the red square does not have the Lego logo actually printed in there, but it does have 16 plus and the set number of. I don't have a. Do I have a detective around here? I don't. I put the pieces away already. The set number 10182, I think. And that can go right in there. Let's see, we got a fez, or a cone, a brown, maybe dead plant. Doesn't seem like a great thing to have in the this little area, but sure, a dead plant. We'll go with that. There we go. Don't go on the floor, please. Thank you. And because it has a stud on top, it goes right into the middle of that cylinder with the stud hole. And then back here, let's get a blue seat, which is spaced 2 away there. Alright, Lego set needs to go back there. Blue seat. And I need another fez. There's the other fez. And then another 2x2 brown tile for the table. There we go. Also, I missed something. Ah, okay. Yep. 3x3s here and here. 1x2s with single studs, line the bottom part of it. Two by two tiles there, and there. Alright, where are the remaining pieces? 1x2 tile goes there. Here are the remaining pieces over here. There we go. Any plans to play the Xenoblade games? I do not have the consoles that they're on. If I ever get the consoles, sure. My friend Cressens really likes them. So do other people also, I should say. But no, I don't have the means to play them, so that is the holdup. All right, dark gray right here. 1x2 tile here. One by 3 in red, 1x3 tiles in red. There we go, I need a 1x3 brick here. A gray, is that? Yeah, it's regular gray, interesting. Right there in the middle. One by 3. 1x3, and 1x8 here. Alright, I need 2 corner bricks. There we go. And the other one goes back here. One by 3 right there. And what do we have? Just one 1x2 and 2 more 1x3s. There we go. 1x3, 1x4, and 1x3 right in there. Okay, anything else? Nope, looks good. Alright, we've got a little sub-assembly to build. Looks like a stove and sink setup. That is going to take this. So I get a gray bracket. 2x4 dark gray. I need a 1x2. Mailbox container. And a transparent door for it. Uh, 2x2, there we go. And a 1x1. Well, we can put on the corner panel piece there. I do like this corner panel piece. It's pretty nice. They earlier made 1x1s, but this makes it a lot easier to lock in sets and stuff like that. I did miss one piece, huh? On the previous thing? Are you talking about the anime? Is this a joke? Ah, I did miss, Thank you. Let's get the fence. I'd have noticed eventually. Nothing is really dependent on that, so. That was it. Excellent. Alright, I need a tap. There it is. We've got black Are those the cylinder one, the hollow ones? Yes, they are. It doesn't have an induction stove. That is very, very sad. Or an induction range, I should say. Let me get the temperature control on there. Very odd positioning for the temperature control. Come on, focus. There we go. I mean, I didn't miss one piece, I just chose not to see it. Ah, I see why that, So this gray 1x1 here is so that the sink is completely gray, you don't have, a beige back to it. Interesting choice. I probably wouldn't have bothered, because that does mean that there's a gray 1x1 in there. But it doesn't really matter that much. Okay. I need a gray 1x1. Another gray 1x1. Where are you, gray 1x1? Where are you? I thought I got the other ones down around here. Maybe I didn't. Huh. Well, for now, I can get this dark gray 1x8 on here. And I can get a 1x6 here. One by 6 up here. And 2 1x8s. Alright, back to looking for the gray 1x1. I guess I can move on to the next step. Yeah, alright, so I'm still looking for a gray 1x1, but until I need it on there, I can just work on some other parts. Alright, 2 red rail plates. We get a gray 2x2 here. Let's see. There's a 1x2 with 2 clips. Need a 1x4 bar, aka lightsaber blade. That's actually Lego's name for it, lightsaber blade. 2x4 red tile. Two more 1x2 rail plates. There's the other one. And then I need gray 1x2s with vertical clips. Where's the other one? Ah, and there is the 1x1 gray. Let's put it up there. There it is. Let's make sure that this is all flat and flush. There we go. Alright, gray 1x1 goes over here. And what do we do with the... Nice, it's a folding bed. Or a fold-out couch turns into a bed. That is pretty cool. There we go. So we got this nice couch here, and then you can just pull it out like that, turn it into a bed. Couch bed, the peak of lazy sleepers. And put it back. Nice. I like that. That's a really nice design, getting some interesting, like, furniture-related stuff in these sets. Like, one of the other sets has a Murphy bed, which is pretty cool as well. Of course, it takes up a lot of space for a, you know, being Lego and all. But it's still cool. Alright, need another corner. There we go. 1x3, a 1x2, 1x8 here, and 1x3. Just imagining right now that Emmett from the Lego Movie would make a double-decker couch bed. I still have not seen the Lego Movie. Probably will come as a shock to you guys. Wow. 1x1, 1x2, and a 1x2 with clip. The clip goes over here. Of course, helps if I'm holding it in a good way, which I was not. Oh, I'm sure I'd like it. I just haven't had the opportunity. I wasn't really going to the movie theater at the time that it came out. Not that I'm going to the movie theaters now, but... Alright, let's see. So... 2 white corner plates. Here we go. There's one. Where's the other? One by 2 tile can work as well. 2x2 corner. Where are you? There it is. Alright, now I need a beige 1x1 plate. Should be down here somewhere. Or up here. That works too. That could be a fun live stream if you could still stream movies like that. I could do it on Discord. Alright. I think that's a 3L bar. Yep, there it is. And then the brown toilet seat. That'd be fun, just seeing all the sets I could name. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. It might be a fun thing to do, especially if it's like my first time watching. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I see something that I did wrong. There is a dark gray 1x2 tile with center stud that goes right in here. Go. Actually, let me pull that out again. Make sure that's flush. There we go. See what I did there? Still haven't seen the second one? So that 1x1 cylinder plate down there, that is, or the cylinder brick down there, that's the toilet roll. Kind of a shame that the toilet paper isn't like on a roll attached to the wall for this. I don't know why it isn't. Alright, let's go ahead and make the stove vent part. 1x4 light gray there. Multi-slope pieces, there we go, and a 1x2 plate on top. Right, they're up here. Yep, there's one. Oops. Push down and parts start to come apart. Alright. 1x1x3 slopes. There we go. And then one back here as well. You were gonna say that one brick next to the toilet was toilet paper? It's yeah, the 1x1 cylinder plate brick. I don't know. I'm tired, I think. That is the toilet paper. I misspoke. I'm kind of sad that it's not on a roll, though. Alright, we need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, it's not on a, I don't know what you call them, the things that are attached to the wall. Okay, I need a 1x4. There we go. Another 1x4 back here. As I pop the plates apart again. It's a little fragile at the moment. Another 1x3 here. 1x4. I'll get to that next part in a second. One by 2 with side studs, 2 1x2s. Alright. 1x2 plate. 1x2 plate. 2x2 tile. There we go. And now I have to look for the appropriate 1x1 with a single stud. There we go. Actually, not that hard. And then the lever. Get the old style toilet here. It's a pretty cool little toilet. I like it. Okay. Hey, thanks for the bits there, Kijikun. I appreciate that. Alright, 1x2, 1x2, and 2 corner plates in dark gray. Where is the other dark gray corner plate? Should be right around here, shouldn't it? Meanwhile, I'll need a couple of those. One of those. One of those, and another one of those. Alright. Dark gray corner plate. Where are you? There you are. Get that in there. One by one light gray goes in here. Light gray plate. There we go. Get that in there. And there we go. So when using, when separating the slopes by a plate, you do get this little bit of a gap there. There's not really anything you can do about it. The only way for Lego to change the geometry is to make this lip part, a full stud height, full plate height. But that kind of defeats the smoothness. Like, I mean, you're already not going to have a completely smooth slope, you know, with the slopes. But if you put a bigger lip, it makes it even worse. So it's just the thing that you gotta live with. Now the interesting thing is that it looks like these two, even though they're reverse, or they should theoretically be reverse, I think they're slightly different angles. I'm not actually sure if I ever noticed that before. Okay, let's put this over to the side for the moment. 2 1x2s and or 1x4s and a 1x4 brick. There we go. 1x3 here. And this might be the last of these bricks. Yep. There we go. And then a 1x4 here. Howdy, Lord Inquisitor Tazarin. How's it going? 1x4 here, and then... Actually, nope. Back a stud. Alright. We need to do 1x2 a plate and 2 1x1s. I had the 1x1s up here. Yep, there we go. There we go. And then a 1x2 plate. That was down around here somewhere. Where have you moved yourself off to? There it is. Trying to get these straight and lined up. There we go. Now, interesting thing that I have noticed, I was looking closely at the pictures for the upcoming big castle set, and I was noticing some 2 plate height pieces where that are definitely 1x1, but 2 plate height high rather than a full brick height. And I was like, I am not seeing a plate line in between that. Did they introduce a new piece that is literally like 2 1x1 plates on top of each other? I looked at another recent set. Yep, they have done that. So that was interesting. You're sleepy? Woke up not too long ago from a food-induced nap. Oh, welcome back awake, I guess. Hope you're feeling good. Me personally, napping in the middle of the day doesn't do very good things for my sleep and how I feel. So here we have a actually decent thing that I can show off. Let's do that. So this old house that I had built, it's a bit dusty, but I'm going to take it apart for a second. There we go. Pull off one of the windows. So here is the difference between these windows. For the most part, they look pretty similar. But you can see this little... Let me see if I can get this a bit better. Come on, focus. Alright, so you can see this little projection here on the 4 corners that you do not see on these. Come on, camera. You can focus. Focus. Yeah. Get a brick under them so that they're... There we go. So that's one difference, and of course these go in a little bit. And there's these projections on here. These projections are for shutters, which you do not get on this. And that does mean that you can't put windows together like this with the old ones. You actually have to flip them back around. But these old ones, there's this little ridge here, which is what keeps these from being pushed in. You can put the window panes on the inside, and let me see if I can get something else shown off. Get out of there. There we go. There is a little indentation in there. There we go. Yeah, that is the little hole for the old glass pane that would go in there and just pivot around on the center axis rather than at the top, like you saw on the tuk-tuk. So that's the difference between the old style windows and the new ones. Keeps focusing on the horse. Yeah, it makes sense. The horse is drawing focus. Get this put back together. There we go. It's a little dusty. I need to clean that. But I thought I'd show off some of those features. Of course, I suppose I should have showed off the door as well, but oh well. Am I on the right side? I'm not on the right side. That would explain it. Alright, and I need a 1x1 cylinder plate. There we go. Acrobatic horse hanging upside down from the top. Yep. Horse, see that? I mean, that's the thing about horse. He can be anywhere he wants to be. You never know where a horse will show up. Alright, let's go ahead and get 2 more of these 1x1s with single studs, if I can find them. Or single side studs. Right? Yeah. Ah, they're up here. Alright. And then the nougaty 1x1 tiles. There we go. There's one. And there is another. Howdy, Solarian. How's it going? Sorry, I didn't even realize that was you saying that. Was busy thinking about the windows. Being obsessed with the windows. Let me actually turn that down because the sprue mark was on top. There we go. Okay. Next up, we get a brown door. And another gray 1x1 cylinder plate. And that door will go into the bathroom. There we go. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1x2s with side studs. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. Get that there. I went to get a snack. It's coming along nicely. Indeed it is. I hope you're enjoying that snack. Alright, we can put the little baby in here. And the mother sitting on the floor playing with the baby. We got the Lego set, because that's clearly a great idea. Baby in the house, have a Lego set. I mean, it's not open, so I guess that's fair. Okay, and then we get a little shelf piece. So 1x4. We get 2 of the roller skate pieces. Actually, no, you can do that. All right. 1x2 plate. And then 2 round end tiles in white. These builds are always fun to watch and relaxing as well. I am glad that you think so. I appreciate that. I definitely enjoy doing them myself as well. And then just a dark green 1x1. I don't know, a bus and a car or something like that on the shelf. Not sure exactly what that's supposed to be. Okay, let's build the table. We get 3 legs. Flip it over, and 2 brown 1x1 cylinder plates right there with green pieces on top. Quarter cylinder tiles here, and a 1x2 with a grill in light gray. There we go. Okay, nope. Lego set, get back in there. Alright, that goes back here. There we go. Alright, that'll keep the Lego set from sliding out at least. Alright, looks like we are building another part of the table. We got a green 4x4. More table legs. Okay, and 1x1 Technic brick. 1x2 green slope. Get another grill tile. I think we're making a little model train layout. Blue 1x1 tile. And 1x1 brick there. Another Technic 1x1 brick. There we go. Quarter cylinder tile. Quarter cylinder tile. Make sure they're straight. I need another grill tile as well. There it is. and a 1x1 plate. Alright. And then another roller skate. With an orange 1x1 tile on it. There we go. Another 1x2 slope, 1x1 brick. And two more little bushes, consisting of a brown 1x1 cylinder plate and a green, bright green flower piece. There we go. And there we go. Alright. And that goes right here. So that's a pretty cool little, oops. You just bump everything. A pretty cool little model train layout. If it would focus. Maybe if I do it like that. No, camera. You just don't like to focus on things. There we go. So it's got a little tunnel into a model hill. That's pretty cool. I really like that. That is a really adorable little design there. And then on this side, we have a couple other things. There is a 2x2 tile with a picture on it. There we go. Golden Gate Bridge or something like that. And let's see. 1x1 dark blue. 1x1 plate in beige. One by one in brown. And then a 1x1 dark red tile slope. Get that on the shelf there. There is a 1x1 tile with a clip on top. There we go. Okay, next up, two light blue 1x1 plates. Which will go on top of a dark blue. There we go. A sand green and 1x1 black slope tile. There we go. Other than just being things on the shelf, I don't really know what these are. Get that in there. And get that in there. There we go. Okay, next up, looks like a model of the Eiffel Tower. So I need a 1x1 with 5 studs there. We use gray slopes here. One by one tile slopes. There we go. Get that on the green 2x2 tile with a single stud. 1x1 cylinder plate. 1x1 plate. Get another one of the spyglass, aka table leg pieces. And then another 1x1, oops, 1x1 cylinder plate on there. Alright, so we got a little Eiffel Tower model. Pretty nice. That'll go on this table right here in the little window area. Okay, next up we have some other things. Let me see if I can get some more space here. Be able to put this down on the actual table here. It is cute. I do really like that. I love it when they do those little types of models. All right, so let's see, 4 of them. So 5 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that is going to go right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That will go right on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and if you didn't hear me mention earlier, it is double VIP points at LEGO, so now is a pretty good time to buy things if there's been something that you've been looking at, because you get double VIP points when you get enough VIP points, so you can get some discounts. Make future LEGO purchases even cheaper. 2, 3, 4... and 5. Of course, it is one of those things of, you gotta buy more to save more. Alright, I need 2 more of the tiles. Where are you? There's one. And last one right there. There we go. You can get those in there. And yeah, I gotta have money. That is true too, yes. That is true. Alright, we're looking at... oh, just 2 of these, okay. Let's get the glass in there. Get the glass in there as well. And the dark red dress slopes, because that is exactly what these are. They're dress slopes. Even though they're not going to be used as dresses anymore by LEGO, that is what I will forever call them. It will one day lose that meaning entirely. People will be like, why do you call them dress slopes? Because they used to be dresses. Okay, and let's see. Just windows now. Alright. There are... where's the other window frames? There they are. Right in front of my eyes. Ah, there is this window pane. There we go. We can get that window in there. Okay. Next up, got that one. And there we go. And there we go. There we go. And where is the last window pane? There it is. Okay. Needs to get onto the little tower section there. Okay, next up, the fun part. And by fun part, I mean a part that I am not looking forward to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. Doing the fiddly bits is never fun. I mean, I like the way they look, but doing the fiddly bits is always just a... Alright. Lots of 1x1 tile slopes here. Need to get a tile out so that I can make sure that these are straight. Alright, there we go. Okay, make sure that these are all smooth and straight. There we go. There we go. Alright. So that will go right there. And I already know what's going to go in there because I saw these. So I'm just going to get these in there. Let me double check. Make sure that there's nothing going on underneath them. Right, because they're already in. That would do it. Hello? Why are you not fitting on there? There we go. I think this column with the slopes on it was turned slightly. There we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More of the 1x1s with 3 studs. There we go. And then we'll get to the slopes on. There we go. There we go. I'm doing a really bad job getting these straight right now. That is okay. Alright. And I'll use the brick. Make sure that they are straight. There we go. Make sure that these are straight. And they are. There we go. Alright, get that right in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure they're turned the right way, me. So we have a fair bit left. I'm definitely going to keep going. But yeah, this build has not been conducive to me doing 2-hour build streams. It does amuse me a little bit. Hopefully the next ones that we do... Oh, that's a 1x1 regular tile. Hopefully the next ones we do will be a little bit better for me keeping my, my time. Getting a little warm here. You see that as nothing but a win for you. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. You guys are the beneficiaries of that. Alright, there we go. Make sure that is all smooth. And make sure this is all smooth. There we go. Alright, and get that in there. Alright, so we got this nice curve going on there, which works out really nicely. Alright, next up. Ah, okay, an interesting construction here. So the 1x2 by 1 brick and 2 plates tall piece here. We get a 1x2 plate. There's a 2x2, which I'll need in a moment, and the container, but I need the... There's the bracket. Okay. And then we get some shelves in here. I feel like this lady is going to need some, like, little grabber claws to get some of the things off the high shelf. There we go. Nice little, cabinet design. This might be... Actually, that's probably supposed to be a microwave. I like that. It does open the right way. So we get that in there. It's not above the stove, though, but that's okay. There we go. Then 3 of these. Kind of a shame that you have to put these plates on. They don't have like 3x3 corner things, like a 1 level up from this. Like something that goes like that. Because then you could put those on there, and you wouldn't have to cover up the top there. Alright, that's all of that. Okay, next up, we need the 1x6. 3 of the 1x2s with center clips. 2 Technic 1x1 bricks on either side here. And 2 inverted slopes in the middle. And I need another Technic brick. Where's the Technic 1x1? There it is. Got it. Alright. 1x2 on the front, 1x6 back here. Next up, 1x2 with 2 studs. 1x2 tile. 1x2 tile. I need a 1x2 with a single stud. There we go. Okay, and then we get 2 of the double friction pins with an axle hole, and we grab the Technic digger buckets. Pretty sure that's what these are. I don't know if anything else that they might have been used for. Oops. That would make an interesting little building roof. Okay, let's see. stick that in there. Get these right in there. Stick the... so it's got a Technic pinhole and an axle hole, and the axle part is going in here. And then the pin parts are going into the two 1x1s. So there's no real space for them to do more than wiggle right now. Microwave, does that mean a minifig in there would be Duke Nukem? Not dignifying that with an answer. Alright, and... so the 1x6 here goes on to oh, actually... no, I did get that right. That is dark gray. That goes right in there. Alright. There we go. That makes a pretty nice looking roof design. I really like the way that they did that. It's a little bit big though, so like you lose a lot of the space in there. If you don't mind that, it's not that bad. Not one of your best. It's okay. I'll forgive you this time. Alright, let's see. I need a 2x16 here. There we go. Over to there. There is a 1x2 plate. I know you're in here. There you are. And a 1x6 plate. There we go. Okay, a cup and a cup. Alright, so a cup goes on this little table here. Another cup goes on this wall. In the clip. Nothing goes in the middle. Pot can clip on as well. Let's get the rod with the clip on the end. Get that over there. Ah, the pan can go there. And then the, basically representing tongs. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Okay. 2x2 on top there. Locking that in. One by two slopes. Let's get all of these plates on, or the tiles on. Alright. We're going to 4 1x6s, so let me grab those, and a 1x8. Okay, 1x6 down here. 1x6 going up here. 1x2 with a single stud. Get the corner plate on there. Sure that is straight. 1x3 here. Need a 1x4. There's a 1x4. Two by two. Get these corner tiles on there. Another 2x2. I've got a corner tile going on there. A couple more. Another one there. 1x3 here. 1x6 there. And there we go. 1x3. Okay. 1x3 up here. 1x2 with single stud. 1x2 with single stud. Get the corner and the 1x2. All right. Wait. There's one piece missing. There it is. The corner tile. Okay, not quite done yet. Back over to this part. We get the 1x4 fences. One by one cylinder plate, and 1x1 plate again in black. There we go. Get those up there. Makes for a nice looking design on there. There we go. And one more. There are the two black 1x1 plates. There is the cylinder tile, or cylinder plate. Can chat again. Was a bit unable to reach the keyboard for a bit. Simba wanted a nap on his favorite cat bed. Aww. Okay. So two dark gray 1x2 plates. And we get the 1x2 cylinder plates on top. 1x1 cylinder bricks below. 1x2 plate. And there we go. First chimney for the outdoor fire stove. Yeah, outdoor stove. That's what that is. Words become problematic when I'm tired. And boy, am I tired today. Okay, so that is that floor done. I'm just gonna move it up here because we got the roof of this section to build. All right, 1x4 here. Get the 2x... Is this a 2x16? No, it's 2x14. One by four, 1x4. Another one of these. And another 2x14. Okay, two more 1x4s on here. Okay, and then on this corner, we get these curved end plates. Not getting the 6x6, interestingly enough. 1x1 going in here. And a 1x4. There we go. Alright, flip it over for some tiling. That's a 6 and an 8. An 8 going along here, and a 6. Interesting that they're going with a 1x2 and a 1x1 rather than a 1x3, which means that they did not put any 1x3s in here, in white. Alright, 12 of these. Let's move some of these pieces. I don't need that yet. Let's move these a little bit closer. That can get up there. That can go up there. That can get over there. That can get over there. These can get up there. Okay. That can also get over here. Move around the pieces that I'm pretty sure I will not be immediately using. And we're grabbing 10 of those. Five on each section. Yep. Four and 5. There we go. Now for the slopes. Just grab a bunch into my hand. That'll be a little bit easier. You just kept playing. I mean, sometimes you just gotta keep playing when Kitty wants a nap. There we go. I need one more slope. There we go. Alright. Okay, next up, let me just put that there. 2 1x1 plates on top of each other. And 2 1x1 dark blue bricks. Arguing with cats is futile. Might depend on the cat. There we go. Pair of corner bricks, and then 10 of these pretty cool kind of Greek column capital pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get these on here. There we go. There we go. And there we go. Alright, what do we get inside there? Oh. Alright, my mistake. We also get 10 more of the... Probably should have done this moment earlier. It was not obvious that they were going in there. But we're getting this little step-out look here, which is going to be pretty nice. Of course, having put these pieces on makes this a little bit more difficult. Just a tad. It's not too bad, though. Unless, of course, I drop the pieces. There we go, and get back in my hand. Get back on the model. There we go. And then 10 1x2 plates. Nope, not a 1x2. Two more. That's 1. And 2. There we go. Alright, next up, we get... 2x12s. And these dark gray slopes with the single plate on the back end. There we go. And there we go. go. And there we go. You always call those slippers. That's a good name for it. Okay. More rail pieces. Yeah, they do kind of look like slippers, don't they? Alright. Corrugated cylinder bricks, and let's see. Okay, 1x6 and a 1x6 here. 1x4 tile, 1x4 tile. 1x2 right there in the middle, right? Yes. And a plain undecorated chicken. One by one plate. One by one plate. And we get a 1x2 tile here. And 2 more 1x1 plates. Run, chicken, run! It has no face. Look, it has no face. Maybe it'll be a ghost chicken. Alright, next up, we do... just right there in the middle with that. Inverted arch. Inverted arch. Over here. Inverted arch and inverted arch. And a... let's see. Yeah. Nope. I knocked out the chicken. There we go. Okay, 2x4s and fill it out with 1x2s here. You've seen what happens to poor chickens? I don't know what you're talking about, sir. I feel like you're spreading rumors and lies about me. And slander. There we go. And then we get our slopes here. I love these steep corner slopes. They are lovely, lovely pieces. Always a fan whenever I can get some of them. And these are in dark blue. Unfortunately, they, and it's hard to get them in quantities that you can do much with other than this kind of construction. Actually, hold on a second. There we go. We remember the Dragon Quest Builders 2 chickens, how they all died to monsters. And the one chicken in Ultima 7? I don't know what you guys are talking about. I think you're spreading lies. Definitely spreading lies there, Title Rabbit. Me liking pickles. Only a fiend would say such a thing. I don't actually remember chickens in Dragon Quest Builders 2 at all. And then we get a peak slope. Get a black 1x1 with a hole in the top and a fun little... Yeah, it's a little bit soft. There we go. 1x1 cylinder plates here and here and here and here. There we go. And that's it. Alright. Let's get this nice little peak up top. It's soft plastic. We got the chicken decoration. There we go. Making that a nice design there. I don't think I had any dark gray arched windows before either. Okay. Let's go ahead and... there we go. Bring this in here. Let me move these pieces to the side a bit. There we go. Oh, that was popping in there. There we go. Oh, that's not on. Alright, there we go. Okay, it's hard for me to show that at the moment. I will be turning the camera in a moment. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the... Well, you know what? I know that there's two of these. So let me go ahead and do that right now. These are the lamp posts. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the fountain. Alright, so the 4x4 radar dish, followed by... there is a hole through that. There used to not be a hole through the center of that. Way back when. A 3x3 radar dish. A 2x2 radar dish. A transparent lightsaber blade, and put a silver ball on top. I'm not sure if that ball is supposed to be kept up aloft by the water or what, but whatever. Corrugated 2x2 cylinder. A 6x6 radar dish. A 3-length Technic axle. It seems like that's about it. And that, let me see. That goes right in there. Get those down there. And that is it. Just looking to see if there's anything else. All right. So, a fair number of spare parts. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have, and then we'll do a quick view overall of the set. So, a black robot skeleton arm, black bar with clip, black lever, 3L rod, this... I don't know what it would be. It's a peak pike top part. A gray tap. Trans orange flame. A spiraled piece used as decorations or ice cream. like soft serve ice cream. A bright green flower piece. Let's see, 1x1 tile slopes in black, gray, dark red, and nougat. Black 1x1 plates in quite a few colors here. Ooh. Oh, and a spare black roller skate. So 1x1 plates in black, brown, white, light blue, beige, gray, dark blue, and dark green. 1x1 cylinder plates in white, gray, brown, and black with a hole in the center. 1x1 round end tile in white. 1x1 cylinder tile in light blue. 1x1 cylinder tile in gray with a gauge on it. 1x1 tiles in nougat, orange, blue, white, and a 1x1 quarter cylinder tile in gray. So that's what we have there. We do have the little baby carriage here. And I've got a little something else to show, if I can do this just right. Move some things around. Sorry, horse, you're going to have to go hidey-hide for the moment. Alright, let's see if I can get this lined up properly. Feels like it. Okay, that's not working too well. Let me get these roof sections off. There we go. Get that straight. Get you back in here. Alright, let's see. So I had a previous one that I hadn't taken apart yet. It is the hotel set. And they go together fairly well. That looks pretty nice. Hard for me to get too much more beyond the... Like, I can't move it over too much more. I guess I could... moving the camera is just such a pain because I gotta reposition it. I will get some pictures and post them online. I know I said that about the Titanic. I do have the pictures. I just haven't gotten around because they're on my phone and I'm lazy. And I'm bad. But I will get those on in a bit. There is, of course, a little pupper sitting on the chair there. But yeah, it's a really nice set. I'm really, really happy with it. Very pleased to have gotten it. There are two more that I'm planning to build as well. One of them I have, one of them I don't have yet. We'll see about that. There's two others that I missed. I'm going to see if I can get them for reasonably priced with shipping. But I don't know if I can. They're kind of expensive at the moment. But we'll see, because I do want them. But it's a really nice set. It's the biggest one that they've done so far, I think, because most of them are just a single 32 by 32 base plate, and this one is 32 by 48. So it's pretty nice. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out. Overall thoughts, really nice. The fiddly bits on this, less than happy with, but, you know, what are you going to do? It's definitely one of the nice ones. I think my favorite part about it is the first floor. The dentist's office is really nice as well. I really like that dentist's office over there. That was especially nice. The photography studio is pretty nice as well, but the first floor stuff, I think that's pretty awesome. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for coming out. We will be back tomorrow for Spelljammer. We'll be back on Monday for more Super Robot Wars. Wednesday, back for retro gaming, and then LEGO in the evening. I have decided on what we're going to be starting, but I will show you. You'll have to wait until then to find out. And then, of course, next Friday, we will be back to Minecraft, followed by the previous... Get out from under there. Thing that we did the challenge for. The Vespa. Really lovely shades of colors on that. I'm really looking forward to building it. I like their big models, the vehicles and stuff like that. I've liked them ever since they did Model Team way, way, way back when. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you'll come back and join me for those. Thank you for coming out, everyone. I will see you next time.